Hello guys, and welcome to another video with FM Raw. I'm your host Tactic Lee, and in today's video I'm just going to run through a couple of tactics that I use. And when I say a couple of tactics, what I mean is in-game management, because you can't play one tactic all season on FM23. It's way too dynamic. Back in the day when you used to be able to play one tactic all season long, the high gegenpress and close down much more and work it into the box and all of those good things that used to give you success and quite easily, what we're looking to do today is we're going to play two different styles. We're going to start off with a tiki-taka kind of in lower league management, League 2 this is. We're currently flying just to show you where we are in the competition. We are top of the league with 19 played, 13 won, 5 draws and only 1 loss. And I find that it's down to the management that we are doing right now. So what we're doing is we're building up from the back. We're distributing, always start with the distribution. We're going to the centre back, slowing the pace down. So we're taking the sting out of the game because we're quite intense with the counter press and countering. And then once we've distributed to the centre backs, we're playing out of defence. We're focusing through the middle where the middle trio is there, where we're strongest. And then once we get up there, so we're going to overlap on the left, underlap on the right, working into the box. We will play for set pieces and try and get free kicks to slow the game down as well, dictate the game a little bit, as well as looking for penalties because they are your friend. Being more expressive to sort of allow the team to be a little bit more creative. We are staying in a balanced mentality. I start every game like that, and if the possession is plus 65, then I will go up to positive. If we go plus 70, then I'll go attacking. If we are a low possession, then I will move over to my other tactic, which I will show you now. So once we've got into the game and we're controlling, sometimes I might even drop off a little bit. So you can see the intensity up here is the most important element of football management, is making sure that your players can last the 90 minutes. If you play that high press for 90 minutes, you will burn away, and in the 80th you will start conceding goals and dropping off. So we're playing a much lower defensive line, a lower block, triggering the press like only half. When they do come into our half, we will get stuck in. We drop off more to stop that over the top ball from beating us, because I don't want to play in cover with a centre back, because it pulls the defensive line out of shape. We're going to stop the crosses. So with regards to our distribution, we are slowing the pace down, but I'm not asking the keeper to do anything in particular. I will let him choose, but 9 times out of 10 he will look to go long. We are regrouping and making sure that we're safe on the ball. We're playing out of defence because we've got this here, so we might as well use them while they're there. But we're underlapping on the right hand side, but we are moving forward with a bit more pace. Although it's quite narrow, we're looking to conserve energy at the end of the day. So we've got the fullback here who's going to underlap the winger on support there. So we've got the advanced playmaker helping the advanced forward there. So he's coming forward, and what we are going to do is tell this guy to cross from the byline, and then we're going to get this guy to cross from deep. So you've got a staggered attack there. If you have both on cross from byline, they're going to get in each other's way, so it's best to have the opposite. On this side, we've got a winger on support who will come back and support the fullback on defend there, because we've got the 2 central midfielders bombing forwards and supporting to make the 5 or the 6 if you like. We need to make sure that we've got good numbers back, so I think a 4 at this level is pretty good. In League 2 you get quite a lot of over the top passes. So we're playing Telford at home in the Emirates FA Cup second round, and our expectation by the board is to just get to this round. So we're already on target, and it doesn't matter if we lose. But the purpose of this video is just to show you how I manage in-game, how we can get the best out of each scenario. And I do play in key highlights, and the reason for that is so that I can get an idea. I don't like to play in comprehensive because the season takes too long. Sometimes I would do it to see how the tactics work in, but actually if you have key highlights on, when you don't get any highlights, it means there's something wrong with your tactic. So I am going to stick with my first team, although the match load is quite heavy. I want to progress in the FA Cup. Switch something around here. He's ineligible. So we're going to put on this guy as a backup and start like that. Let's go. So what did I set? So we're at home. So let's start with the control possession. Be really assertive with your team. Like, if you're expecting to do well, tell them you want them to do well. So I'm expecting a win today. Midfield, I want you to control, and attackers, I want to see quality finishing. Let's go. How have we started tactically? No, we've gone direct attack. Let's go back to the control possession, as I was showing you. Don't worry about the shot count going up, because it's not the point of this tactic. Although we are seeing the opposition playing better than us right now, we may have to switch. Right, so let's just encourage the team. One shot doesn't seem like it's very good, but we're controlling the game. 2. Here we go. Here's a highlight. Free kick. It's not open play, but we can certainly score from this. Good effort. Unlucky. Right, so at the moment, I'm not seeing anything that's telling me that we're doing okay. Let's just demand more, because I'm not happy. I mean, the fitness is quite low, so what we're actually going to do, switch this up to this. I'm a little bit worried about the fitness. The whole team is knackered. I should have rotated, but this isn't good enough. Thank you. Always demand high expectations. McCann on the right. We're going to change you for Osborne at half time. I know it's only half time, but we're going to do it. We're going to change you and Courier for Camera. Okay, let's go. So let's see how this works out now. Just holding the fitness levels. We don't want it too intense. That's a great ball. Please finish. Thank you. That's 1-0. Great. So now we kind of don't need to press, because we've already done the damage. I control the game with the high pressing, the short passing, and trying to control the golden zone, which is zone 14. But sometimes you just can't do it. And in today's game, sorry, a bit of a stutter there. In today's game, we decided actually we need to change it up. And I do have a third scenario as well. Like, for example, if we're getting absolutely battered, then we can shut up shop. Or if we're just going to hold out a 1-0 lead, we can shut up shop as well. Let's see what happens here. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's okay. Right, I shouldn't praise because we're only 1-0 up, but I feel that if you demand more, in fact, I'm going to make another sub. You can play it there for Turnbull. Oh, in fact, it's only allowing 3 subs, so you're going to have to like it and lump it, I'm afraid. Let's just hope we don't get no injuries. There is other things we can add, but I don't want to do it yet. They're looking long. Not really going to get anywhere with that. Clears it long. Small picks it up. Nice and easy. Playing out of defence. So I feel like if you don't play out of defence, you end up just giving the ball away over and over, and it's just a recycle of possession for the opposition over and over again. And that's more opportunities for the opposition to score. We're looking quite vulnerable right now. Look, that ball over the top. This is why we're dropping lower, because I don't want them to feed the striker. That's fine. We can deal with that all day long. Pick that up. Thank you. You could have prevented the corner there. Right, hang on. I'm just going to demand more, because I know we're 1-0 up, but I want more out of this. So we're just going to add a couple of things here. We're going to stop getting stuck in. We're just going to drop that press a little bit more. Slowing the pace down, and let's distribute to the flanks, please, and then hold shape. Let's not get too carried away. Stopping the energy from going down as much as I can. Especially with Turnbull, my centre back. I'm worried about him. So corner kick. Telford. And it comes, keeper all day long. Thank you very much. Calm, slowing the pace down. Their XG is only 0.25, so we're okay. There's a corner to us, camera, and it goes. I'm always aiming for the near post. Put your best header on the near post every time, and you'll find that you score more than out the other, I find. Although the quality at this level isn't great. That's a nice ball over the top. Let's hope that we can save this. Good save. Calmly playing out of defence there, just taking a sting out of their attack, and we're looking to break slowly. Just demand more. Right, and because of the energy levels, I'm a little bit worried if we try and continue to attack, I feel like we're going to have a problem. So this is the third option. This is how I shut up shop and save any goals, and hopefully this should prevent any more highlights. So as you can see, we're playing on balance. I don't go anything below balance really. I do balance, positive or attacking. I find cautious is too defensive and you just allow the opposition to come onto you. So balanced is my least I would go to. And then on the ball, we're going much lower tempo. We're being disciplined, no instructions at all. We're just literally allowing them to do what they need to do. Holding the shape, so we're not looking to counter, we're not regrouping because we're already very low. Don't counter press, because then what will happen is the opposition will be on the ball, they'll be playing little triangle football around your back line, and then these guys will step out, and then their like poacher will step in, and that's it, they're in. Slow the pace down again, always doing that. And then we've got the lower line, low block, stay on feet, trigger press less. Again, we're staying on feet because if they go to ground, then you're giving yourself the worst possible defensive line. We want to keep it nice and flat, and of course the back line is on nonsense fullback centre backs across the board. So all we're looking to do, central defenders will try and pass it out, and so will ball players, whereas nonsense will just clear their lines, and that's all we're looking to do. Goalkeeper on defend as well. Don't use a sweeper keeper with a low line, because he will get in everybody's way and it will be a calamity. And what we're doing is support across the middle, so they will both support in attack and defence. We don't want no attack rolls, because as soon as we gain the ball, they then go running on. So we're keeping it nice and fluid, but it's flexible because of these. But I find that the defence in midfield is fluid, and then we got the pressing forward on defend, who's literally going to stay in his own half. We're not even going to come out of our own half for 10 minutes, and hopefully there's no highlights. I find this is a highlights killer. You might get one or two, but it will be a long shot generally. So look, this is basically how I shut a game down, and look at the fitness of our players. I didn't want them to play, so this is how I get the best results. If you can't score another, don't try and score the second, just make it more difficult for them to score or equalize. Just make it as hard as possible, and that's my guide on how I keep a 1-0 a 1-0. So I hope you've learned something from this. If you have, give me some feedback, tell me what you think, and I look forward to making the next video, and I will see you there. Take care. Goodbye.